We'll start the video tour off by showing you the 7 new NAMCO games and products that are making their IAAPA debut. First up is the crowd favorite Mach Storm. Once inside the cockpit-style cabinet, players experience a game unlike any other. Players have 5 different missions to choose from, and all are set in real cities around the world. The unique dome screen gives players an almost 180-degree view of the high-definition action in the sky. The level of detail in each of the cities is amazing. But that's not all. Not only do players see the action all around, but they also feel the action through the force feedback in the joystick as well as the thundering bass installed in the flight seat. You really feel the rumble when you shoot down an enemy aircraft. Wind elements placed in the cockpit give an additional feeling of flying in the open sky. Slam the throttle and bring down bogies with your missiles, or take out bombers with your machine guns in the action-packed jet fighter game Mach Storm. Next up is Super Alpine Racer. This remake of the arcade classic comes with brand new characters and completely redesigned courses. In collaboration with Raw Thrills, Super Alpine Racer has a vertically mounted 55-inch HD monitor. There are multicolored LEDs infused into the T-moldings of the cabinet. The multi-pivot platform simulates the movements of a downhill skier. Feel the wind through your hair from the built-in air blowers and shoot through the gates to gain an additional boost to speed past your opponents while performing insane tricks in the air. Don't worry, no lift ticket is needed to play Super Alpine Racer. Now, let's take a look at the much anticipated Mario Kart Arcade Grand Prix Deluxe. Brand new and better than ever, Mario Kart Arcade GP is the next game in the extremely popular racing series. The game has new courses, new game modes, new karts, and new features all in the rainbow LED lit cabinet with a 42-inch HD monitor. The popular NAMCAM feature that places the players' faces over the kart has been updated with funny face frames, where players can stretch, squeeze, and transform their faces into many hilarious appearances. Mario Kart has 3 game modes: Grand Prix, Versus, and Co-op. In Grand Prix mode, players compete through 40 rounds over 5 selectable cups. Versus mode offers competitive racing excitement for all players. The new 2-person co-op mode features fusion karts. One person drives while the other shoots other computer opponents. With over 20 types of karts that can specifically trigger over 90 types of items, the racing possibilities of Mario Kart Arcade GP are endless, and players will be coming back to play again and again. This is Dead Heat Riders. This new motorcycle racing game borrows the exhilarating racing concept of the original Dead Heat and puts it all into a white-knuckle, heart-pounding 2-wheel racer. The game's 42-inch HD graphics pull riders into the race through 4 painstakingly detailed cities. Equipped with the popular NAMCAM feature, players' faces are placed over the motorcycles for all to see. NAMCO's patented software technology analyzes driving styles and accurately mimics registered ghost drivers, which means a driver can race against a person who has previously played the game, even if they're not there. Every race will be extremely close, so slam the nitrous and blow past your opponents. Over 30 years later, the Pac is back and better than ever. Pac-Man Chomp Mania is the result of the first collaboration between game creators NAMCO and Raw Thrills. The new video redemption piece brings back the classic Pac-Man game concept, but now rewards players with tickets or a gift card. Players acquire points by munching on many of the familiar Pac dots and fruits as they can while being chased by the ghosts Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde. Grabbing the power pellets and eating the blue ghost will earn extra points for the players. If the level is cleared, the player advances to a bonus stage where Pac-Man navigates through an empty maze and tries to enter the ghost house where the Pac-Pot sits. Watch out though, as the 4 ghosts are there chasing Pac-Man. If successful in entering the ghost house, the player will win the Pac-Pot. PacPod includes either tickets or a gift card depending on the model. They will also be treated to a mesmerizing Pac-Man animation. The cabinet is beautifully lit from top to bottom with multicolored LEDs as well as a spectacular LED marquee that scrolls the classic 8-bit Pac-Man animation. Next up is PacMan Swirl. This new 4-player ticket redemption game is a must for any location. The instructions are very simple. Press the button to release the ball and watch it swirl down the brightly lit ramp onto the rotating playfield. The rotating playfield is equipped with several holes of varying ticket values for the ball to fall into. The jackpot holes are located on the perimeter of the playfield. The mesmerizing rainbow LEDs along with the chasing ramp lights make this a piece that will draw everyone's attention. This is the new prize redemption game, Powerhouse. The object of the game is simple. Look at the back wall and see what prize you want to play for. Once a prize is chosen, the colored graphics will show the player what power outlet to aim for. Pressing the button on the control panel will move the power plug to the right. Pressing the second button will automatically change the movement of the plug to move forward towards the back of the playfield. Pressing the third and final button will stop the movement of the plug and lowers it onto the playfield. If the plug successfully drops into the electrical outlet, an electrical connection is made and the hook drops a prize into the prize bin. NAMCO America showed off their latest lineup of licensed plush toys and electronics. The buzz around this area of the booth was the debut of the new plush for the popular TV series Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventure. It was so popular that we were told that the first shipments have already sold out. Not to be undone, the classic Pac-Man lineup continues to be a hot seller, with plush being offered in 7-inch, 4-inch, and keychain sizes. Don't worry, the Pac-Man items didn't just stop at plush. NAMCO also introduced Pac-Man Ghost Bluetooth speakers, iPhone cases, soccer balls, and watches to go with the popular headphones that were introduced last year. Also on display from NAMCO America are NAM Gear electronics. The NAM Gear line of electronics include new tablets in varying sizes, Bluetooth headphones, and wireless speakers, just to name a few. All these gifts would be perfect prizes behind any redemption counter or inside any of NAMCO's prize redemption machines. We were told that more products and licenses will be added, so be on the lookout for great prizes from the NAMCO America Prize Division. Next, we have the best new product winner from last year's IAAPA, Dark Escape 4D. The game has features unlike any other game. There are 4 selectable stages, with each stage custom themed to a specific fear. Now here's what's great about the selectable stages. Players can play the game 4 different times and experience 4 different games. Aside from the incredible 3D graphics, the game also has rumble seats and heavy recoil guns. Each player is treated to a 5.1 surround sound system, giving the game cabinet a total of 7 speakers and a woofer. Special air blasters are located in the front and behind players. Not only do you see the monsters, you can feel them too as a puff of air is used when a monster lunges at you. Alright, now I've saved the best feature for last. Dark Escape 4D has built-in panic sensors. These sensors detect each player's heart rate and displays it on the screen throughout the game. If a player's heart rate spikes, the panic is recorded and the number of panic attacks are displayed at the completion of the stage. The game pretty much knows exactly when you're scared. The 3D graphics, the air blasters, the surround sound, and the panic sensors. All of these features combine to make Dark Escape one of the most unique arcade experiences around. Next up is PacMan Smash. This game takes the classic air hockey table to a completely new level. Unlike traditional air hockey where 2 players play and the game ends when a player reaches, say, 5 goals, PacMan Smash can have up to 4 players playing with the teams battling out within a set time limit. The game starts off as a regular air hockey game with a cool automatic puck dispenser where after a goal is scored, the puck automatically releases onto the opposing side of the field. But randomly throughout the game, a bunch of mini pucks are released onto the playfield, causing a scoring frenzy. Pucks are flying into the goals left and right as players scramble to knock as many into their opponent's goal as possible. This insanity happens several times throughout the game. Combine the madness of the mini pucks with the game's set time limit, and you will have players playing again and again. As soon as they catch their breaths, that is. Goal Line Rush is one of NAMCO's newest redemption games in their lineup of redemption equipment. Football fans will love it even more with its gridiron theme. The game consists of a rotating playfield that is filled with footballs of varying ticket values. Pressing the button causes the player in the game to rush forward and push the footballs into the end zone. If more than one football reaches the end zone, players win the total amount. After the tickets have been dispensed, the football or footballs get punted back into the playfield, ready for the next player to give it a try. And now we have Triple Turn. Players aim to launch the ball into one of 3 color-specific tubes by pressing the lever. Each tube will direct the ball into a color-matched rotating gear. The first gear having lower value tickets, the second gear with medium value tickets, and the final gear having higher value tickets, including the Jackpot. Players that land in either the first or second gear will still have a chance at winning the Jackpot, as each of the gears have openings for the ball to fall down into the lower gear. There's even a 3-ball opening that releases 3 additional balls for a chance to win even more tickets. Triple Turn is a great new game that is a must for any family entertainment center. Ball Spectacular is another great ticket redemption game. Using the pachinko-style concept that is very popular in Japan, players of Ball Spectacular release a ball onto a peg-filled playfield. As the ball bounces off the pegs, it can fall through several gates with varying ticket values. If the ball passes through multiple ticket gates, players will win the total ticket amounts. Right at the beginning, players can aim for the 5-ball gate. If players can skillfully drop the ball through this gate, 5 additional balls release onto the playfield, increasing the chance to win more tickets. At the bottom of the playfield is the rotating Jackpot gate. If a ball is able to pass through this gate, the Jackpot bin located at the top of the cabinet drops dozens upon dozens of balls onto the playfield. The balls cascade down the playfield, passing through countless ticket gates. A simple but exciting game, Ball Spectacular will have people playing over and over again. Pac-Man continues to be a popular name in the video game industry, with a whole section of games in the NAMCO booth devoted to the iconic character. This classic basketball shooting game has been completely themed with the colors and images of the lovable character, complete with the familiar sound effects from the original Pac-Man game. Equipped with several different game modes, both adults and children will love playing this game, and PacMan Basket will surely stand out in an arcade. Next up is Pac-Man Ghostly Bowling. Alley bowlers have been a staple in the arcade industry for decades upon decades. The only problem is that they take up a lot of room. Pac-Man Ghostly Bowling takes the popular alley bowler concept but cuts the depth off to only 2/3 of the original size. How does that work? Well, on a typical alley bowler, players roll the ball along a straight path. With Ghostly Bowling, the ball rolls up a curved alley and drops onto the scoring platform. The ball actually travels about the same distance as it would on a standard alley bowler. Using the familiar sounds of the classic Pac-Man game, Pac-Man Ghostly Bowling will be the perfect game for people looking to add an alley bowler without sacrificing a lot of floor space. The highly popular Pac-Man Battle Royale was shown in both the standard and deluxe configurations at IAAPA. This new twist on the classic game is popular with players of all ages. The concept is slightly different from the original Pac-Man. Instead of eating power pellets and ghosts, up to 4 players in Pac-Man Battle Royale fight it out to be the last Pac-Man standing. Eating a power pellet will power up and double the size of a player's Pac-Man character and gives that player the ability to eat other non-powered up players. Players of the same size simply bounce off each other if they make contact. The ghosts in the game play an important role as they are still constantly pursuing any Pac-Man they see. Feast on your friends with Pac-Man Battle Royale. Pac-Man's Arcade Party is the last of the Pac-Man themed games in the booth. With 12 classic games, Pac-Man's Arcade Party brings back memories of the 80s and its simple yet challenging games. Play memorable games like Pac-Man, Galaga, Dig Dug, Galaxian, Mappy, Xevious, Bosconia, Pac-Mania, Dragon Spirit, Rally X, Rolling Thunder, and Galaga 88. The arcade favorite Deadstorm Pirates was on hand and was shown in 2 different configurations in the NAMCO booth. The standard closed booth version and the large attraction version titled Deadstorm Pirates 4D Plus. This version can accommodate up to 4 players and presented in 3D. Players sit on platforms equipped with recoiling guns and a pirate ship steering wheel. But that's not all. The platforms actually move to sync with the action on the screen. For example, if the players are firing cannons, the platform will actually rock back and forth from the cannon fire. This is Deadstorm Pirates. And now we have Dead Heat. Dead Heat is a driving game that focuses on tight races that encourages fierce competition. Unique features for Dead Heat include driver photos being displayed over each car using the popular NamCam. Instead of guessing who you're battling for the top spot against, you can now see exactly who it is. The game also has a patented software that analyzes and records a player's driving style. If you like to take sharp turns or bump your opponents on the straightaway, the game will record that. Once the game is complete, players can submit their profiles to be used as future opponents for the other players. When the profile is submitted, other players can virtually race against you with their driving style accurately represented. 8 customized licensed cars are featured in the game and can be driven over 4 painstakingly detailed city courses. Use your NOS button to push past your opponents in this intense racing game. This is Animal Kaiser. This card-based game lets players battle it out to see which animal is truly king. Players start the game by choosing an animal card, a strong card, and a miracle card, each card having their own strengths and weaknesses. Once the cards have been scanned into the system, the player will have to press a button to stop the roulette wheels that designate the type and power of the attack. When the wheels stop, the action begins and players watch their animals battle it out. At the completion of the battle, a new card is dispensed to the player to collect and use for future battles. The last stop in the ticket redemption game lineup is Jumpin' Jackpot. This virtual jump rope game is definitely a must for any family entertainment center. The object of the game is quite simple. Jump over the string of lights as it travels around the player. Seems easy enough, but the speed of the light gets faster and faster the farther you advance in the game. Progress is shown by the illumination of the letters in the word jackpot. Players win the jackpot amount if they are able to light up all the letters. 3 different jackpot values are available based on the difficulty level selected by the player. And now it's on to the instant prize redemption machines. BarBerCut Lite. This extremely unique game is unlike any other merchandiser. Players simply use the 2-button controls to maneuver the scissors to try and cut a string that the targeted prize is hanging from. If successful, the prize drops down and the player is able to collect the prize right away. BarBerCut Lite. Easy to play, difficult to master, but highly addictive. Drop the Hook is another instant prize redemption game from NAMCO. Using the same simple 2-button controls, players maneuver a plunger over 6 different prize holes. Players decide which prize they want to play for and aim to get the plunger into the shape that matches the prize area. If successful, the plunger will pass through the hole and the prize hook will drop the prize down into the bin. This wraps up the NAMCO booth tour for IAAPA 2013. See you next year.